Since the days of Charles II and his revival of gaming and betting, Newmarket has seen a steady influx of wealthy individuals looking to own their own slice of a winning horse. The rich still buy the best horses, but the rise of the sharing economy is set to revolutionize the horse racing business. There are still plenty of owners, but the clever money, and perhaps the future of the sport, is in syndication. We speak with owners and syndicate members about their experiences and hopes for success.
Now 32 a Saturday horse, Saturday sprinter, 35 winning at a 35, 38.
So we picked up this little filly called Go Your Buy for 5,000 with some friends of mine, and she's now occupying most of the wall behind me, where she's won 5 times this year already and been placed 4 times. So she's certainly paying away, and we've had some of the best days out that I've ever had in racing.
You know, you're lucky if you get back 15-20% of what you put into racing, but it's a passion, it's a way of life, it's a very expensive hobby, and when you get the highs, when you have a winner, you can't explain it unless you've experienced it.
How long have you been part of Quest?
Just over a year now with Patrol. Saw the Horsetown YouTube thing, and Dylan interested me as a trainer, someone different from some of the others, so it was trying to find a vehicle to get into with him, and Quest was the one that came up.
My name's Martin Gray. I'm a syndicate owner with Quest Thoroughbreds, which Dylan trains our horses. I've got involved in it. I was with a previous trainer before in Epsom, and 3 horses with 3 other people, and we never got a winner there, but they did try very hard to get one, and the best we got was second. I've known Jordan for probably about 6 or 7 years. We're good friends, and he's the heads up Quest Thoroughbreds, and he got us involved with a horse called Mart here, which is a syndicate, which other people are involved in, and it's been absolutely fantastic. Mart's ended up winning 7 races. Then he got us involved in Asgard's Captain, which is syndicate again, Quest, trained by Dylan, and he also has won 7 as well. So we're on a really good run. Got involved with Patrol as well, and Patrol has won 3, and the latest one is Lady Mariko, first female filly, and she's won 2. So we've been on an unbelievable run. Considering I had no winners before, I've been in racing for 50 years, and just in this last 2.5 years with Quest, with Jordan and Dylan, we're now on 19 wins from 75 runs, which is fantastic. And if you'd have interviewed me some weeks back, it was 19 from 69, so I've gone 6 without a win, so I'll have to chat to Jordan about that after. But tomorrow, the good news tomorrow, just joking aside, because Dylan's been fantastic, but the great thing about it is tomorrow we've got Lady Mariko running. We've come up today, and it's lovely. We've just turned up here, and they treat you like they're rich and famous, even though I've got neither. But they're always welcoming. Everyone kiss, cuddle, how are you, and all that. They walk around the stables, so friendly. Everyone's got time for you, and most of it is, I know we've been winning, and everyone says, just because you're winning, you're enjoying it. But we do have a great time. And then a great example was Wednesday. We were at Kempton Park where there were 2 horses running, and we didn't win. We come 4th and 5th, and there was 30 of us there, and we had a great night out, and we ended up getting home about 1:30 in the morning. So it's the fun of it, being with people, being with your friends, racing and enjoying it. And we all have a bit of a bet as well, win or lose. But for me also as well, my son and daughter are involved as well, and they always come to the racing, the meets and stuff. So it's a family thing for me as well, apart from with the friends. And but Dylan and Jordan have just been fantastic, and I'm looking forward to get my 20th winner.
And you've had experience of syndicates before, but on a bigger stage?
Yeah, with Elite at the very beginning. That was a Christmas present, which is a really easy way to get into it. But then as time progressed, you can get to 2.5%, 5% or whatever, and it's a nice way to get in with a good crowd of people.
So Quest was more exclusive for you? Or what was the thing that really drew you to Jordan?
Just the way they were talking about the horses, and it was Dylan, and I just wanted the Pete here, and Quest were here, and I looked at the way they were buying the horses and the way they were placing them to win. So we've got a good way of getting into it with a good return.
And have you always liked horse racing?
Ever since I was bunking off school to get down to Folkestone races.
All right, so you've got it in the blood.
They used to deliver papers to a point-to-point gambler. So depending how a day he'd had, depending on restaurant we ate on the way home.
And what was the thing about Newmarket? What's the pull here? Did you come up occasionally up here?
First time I came was last year for the 1,000 Guineas. It was the first time I just wanted to have a horse here because I've had them in Lambourne and other places. I thought, well, we'll try one up here, something different.
And what's Quest like? What's Jordan's organisation like?
It's really good, very social. But we do have a good laugh when we're here. It's not all about the wins, everything, but we do have a good laugh, win, lose or draw.
So anybody interested in becoming part of the syndicate, what's the best things about it, and what's perhaps not the best things?
Well, if you have the syndicate, you'll probably you might have 2.5%. So there's going to be a maximum number of people you're in it. Whereas you can go to the racing clubs where there's so many in there, and you're very unlikely to get an owner's badge. Whereas if you join a syndicate, you're more than likely going to get an owner's badge, and then you're going to see the same people if you're in that same syndicate, and you start to build friendships that way. And it's just a really good way of meeting people.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, that's fabulous. That's excellent work.
That's great. Yeah. Brilliant, isn't it?
Someone knew they're on camera.
And so you would recommend a syndicate way of owning a horse to anybody really who has an interest in horse racing but it's not sure where to go with it with that interest?
Yeah, I mean it's not it's a hobby, but it's not a cheap hobby. And as you know, owning a horse, if you try to own it on your own, it could be quite expensive. You've got monthly fees to pay, etc., etc., and it can really add up. But this way, you can be involved in as small as 2.5%, and a typical one would be £600 to buy in, and about £100 a month. So it's quite a reasonable hobby. I mean, you buy a round of drinks these days, and it's £100 for them to look after the horse, and then Dylan looks after all the horses really well. It's quite a nice hobby to have, and it's affordable.
So that would be the same kind of price as a golf membership or something like that.
Yeah, I think golf's even more. I've got a season. Unfortunately for my sins, season tickets at Chelsea. We've got 3 of them, and they're £1,000 a year. Each the season tickets, and again you're not guaranteed to win, but also the prize money for the 19 thing is really, I've been breaking even anyway, which has been lovely, and I've been probably one of the luckiest people in the stable with 19 wins from 75 races. Is quite a good return, fantastic return, and hopefully it will continue. But even if it hadn't been as good as that, I've had so many good times on the days that we haven't won. We've been at Epsom twice to Derby, we've been at different places, and we've run a third, but it feels like you've won. So even when we've come second and third at bigger meets, the prize money's sometimes been more, even though you haven't won, but we've had a great day out and we've really enjoyed it. Top hat and tails and all sorts of stuff we've done. So I've been around the country from Carlisle to, I live in Ascot, so that's a nice area to be in. Windsor, Ascot, Newmarket. We've been to so many race courses and just experienced some different things with some great people.
Just tell me what it's like with a horse like Mart, who's a great horse and a real trier. What's it like when that horse wins and you're there?
I've experienced through sport and when you're at the matches, but the racing thing it's quite incredible. You have the build up. Sometimes you get really nervous before. It's weird that even though I'm just watching and a part of it, feel really nervous. And then it's an amazing feeling when Mart's won. We're normally shouting, screaming our heads off, and Asgard's captain won at Epsom, and we watched it come up, and there must have been about 20 of us in the stand. We were jumping on each other and cheering, and then you go down and see everyone in the winners' ring, have the picture with the trophy, then you go in the room, have your champagne. It's just, honestly, it's fantastic. I've been cheering, but sometimes I'm so emotional, I feel like crying sometimes when they win. But an amazing experience. All 19 I can remember, and I've really enjoyed them.
Well, we've got Lady Mariko on Saturday at Newmarket tomorrow in the last race. Dylan actually won that. They've changed the conditions of the race, but he won the last turf race of the year at Newmarket 2 years ago with a horse called Dirty Old Town. So we're hoping we can get another one up with Lady Mariko tomorrow. She's in very good form. She had no luck in running at Wolverhampton last week, and she's spot on for tomorrow. And we've kind of worked back from this, really, to be honest, with it being kind of the last turf option for her. So yeah, looking forward to that. Field of 9, goes post, she's drawn 8, and Callum Rodriguez is going to ride her.
So what's it like when you have your members come up to Newmarket? You give them a good time here?
Yeah, we'd like to think so. We're definitely going to try and be more kind of events focused going forward. I think it's obviously a very competitive sphere, the syndicate industry, really. Like, there's lots of new syndicates coming up. All of us are really offering this, or proposing to offer the same sort of experience. I've shifted the focus to horse and training purchases now. We haven't bought any yearlings this year. I did go to Ireland and underbid the half sister to Asgard's Captain, who's our good horse that we're going to send out to Dubai this winter. But that was mainly because the owners were keen to go in on her, obviously with the affection for him and how well he's done for us, improving over, I think he's improved 28 pounds since we purchased him. Yeah, it's horse and training, mainly try and buy unexposed horse and training. I'm a form man through and through, so I kind of do most of my work at the sales at horse and training sales, as opposed to yearling sales or breeze ups. And yeah, we'd like to think we put on a good show for our owners on race days. Tend to be able to usually get quite a lot of people in through sort of connections and friends with other yards and owners where they might have spare badges on race days. And yeah, we took 30 people out to the Prix de l'Arc Triomphe this year, and we're going to look to do the same next year with more, and got several sort of other events planned during the course of the season next year as well. So yeah, it's good fun, and we feel we've got sort of the race goers of the bunch that are owners with us. Kind of a good close-knit community now, and it's nice to kind of bring people together that are like-minded. Very cliche, but I do really feel like we've got a close-knit community of close friends now that kind of will probably be friends for life, whether they're going to be involved in horses together going forward or not, which is nice.